Indeed, during the Everyone's Live finale, John Mulaney engaged in combat with 3 teenagers. In a parody of the 100 People vs. a Gorilla meme, the host of Everyone's Live with John Mulaney hinted a few weeks ago that he, John Mulaney, would battle 3 youngsters. He wasn't joking. He prepared for this battle. Mulaney fulfilled his promise in Friday night's Everyone's Live season, and maybe series, finale. Teen Night was the theme. He included Adam Sandler, who spoke endlessly about his own adolescent experiences, Joe Monde, who also talked endlessly about his, and Sean Penn, who spoke later in the show. Throughout his whole conversation, Penn smoked a cigarette, seemingly unable to go even a few minutes without one, which made him a rather peculiar guest. Additionally, he lacks a sense of humor, which makes him a poor choice for a talk show, especially Everyone's Live, which depends heavily on the enthusiasm of its guests. Although I will admit that Mulaney's own gibberish style became a little monotonous over the course of the season, I have been loving Everyone's Live. The free-flowing interviews and viewer calls have been a nice change from the usual late-night format. The unconventional parts in between the interviews have been enjoyable, but I can also see why talk programs do pre-interviews and provide more structure. The reason Letterman and Conan often performed so well in interviews was their ability to deviate from the script. In this case, the interview parts veered much too often, many of the phone conversations were dreary, and everything was off script. To put it another way, I like Everyone's Live's raw freshness, but it might need more refinement. Richard Kind, however, is always a joy. However, there have also been amusingly surprising incidents, such as when John Mulaney fought 3 youngsters. Granted, it was a bit annoying to know that the fight would occur at the end of the program, but that was just because everyone wanted to see it and we had to endure all the interviews before we could watch it. And it didn't let me down, mostly because the combat was a complete disaster. The battle lasted less than a minute, from the first whistle to John Mulaney's tapping out. In essence, Mulaney was held by 2 teens while another grabbed his feet to pull him to the ground. The 3 of them then piled on top of each other until Mulaney was forced to tap out.